Hello again and welcome back to my channel. I'm Regicide and today we'll be doing step 2 in the RPG Maker MZ series. If you aren't familiar with RPG Maker MZ, it's a RPG Maker. So you can edit files, databases and such to make your own video games. More on that on the previous video. So you can just click on it. You can click on the link for the new video or for the previous video. Okay, so without further ado, let's continue to step 2. So the last time we completed the basic field map. Let me quickly click on that. We did the field map where we placed the town and we placed the cave, and we made events where we could transfer our players from the field map into town and from the field map to the stone cave and back again. So for today we're going to take off from where we ended. We go into our normal town, scroll out, and then we go back into the tutorial so that we can continue editing the file and so that we can continue making the game. So we go to help, we click on tutorial, and we go to the next event. So the first step that we did was step 1 map basics, and today we're going to be doing step 2 event basics and dialogue. So we click on there and we click on start tutorial, and then it'll tell us that we need to open up our folder. So it'll ask, do you have the project that we finished in step 1? We say yes, and then it'll ask us to open it. So it'll be under your documents folder in RMMZ, and under, you will choose the name, obviously. We're going to go with Potato Land, and then it'll be game.rmmz project. So we click on that, we say open, and there we go. Now it's loaded. So we click on next in the tutorial button, and then it'll ask us to create events. So we're going to start by creating character development, and by creating different movements, dialogues and stuff, we'll make the game a bit more immersive. So let's create a character event. We make sure that we clicked on town so that we have the town available, and we go first look where we're going to put our character. So the best place, let's figure it out just now. So here it'll say that the coordinates are shown in the taskbar. So what it means by that, you'll see there's a number. Up to the moment it's 2019, and wherever I click it'll change because that's the block on the grid on the map. So this is how we know the coordinates of something. So we place a crossroad near the town entrance at 1716. 1716 is over here underneath my character. We double click on it to create the event. You'll see there's the name, there's the image, all the different tabs. You can create new event pages or copy a page and such. But for now, let's focus on what the tutorial says. So we click on the image box, double click, and then we choose a picture. It'll tell us to choose an adult woman as an example in actor 1, but let's click on people 1 instead. Let's choose the blue-haired woman. Yeah, she looks cool. She looks kind of like Bulma from Dragon Ball Z. Next, you'll see that the priority is changed to same as character. If it's below, it'll be under the character, and if it's same, it'll be as if your character can't pass through them, so they won't overlap. So let's change the name. We'll just call her Villager 1, as the game suggests. So event names aren't required, but they are useful when making references from other events. So we'll use that as an example just now. So let's change it to Clarice. You'll understand in a second. So we make the name Clarice instead of Villager 1. We click on next, and we make sure that the trigger is the action button. If it's not the action button, then it'll have a different effect when you touch the image. So we click on next, and then it'll tell us to go into the contents, and we double click here. We double click, make sure that we're on the first tab. There's 3, each of them have different items, different instructions and things like that. But we select tab 1, click on next, and then we select show text. In text, we can change the face the text and the name of the player or of the character. So we start with a face because the tutorial won't yet tell us, but I want to make a face. So we click on face, go to people, and we choose the woman that looks like she could be an older version of Bulma. We make her name Clarice, say next, and then we change the name text to hello gamers. Alright, and then we select next, and we have to check that it's all in, so our background is in a window, our position is at the bottom of the screen, and then I select preview, and that's what she'll say. Alright, close that, and then from here on we can change the color and the font of the text if we want to. We can change the villager to a different color, so we can say C, so it's backspace C, and then in brackets it'll give, that's the different choice of the color, and then at the end we say backspace and C O, and then we say next. So you'll see if you hang over here, it'll give, if you hover over the text field, it'll give you all the different commands that will then give you, so draw subsequent text in the colors, so the text will be set in a different color if you edit this. So we just put it in 0, we say next. Oh, sorry, instead of hello gamers, we'll say hello N1, because the game suggests we do. So N1, as you can see if we hover, replaces the name of the nth actor. So that'll be 1. So whatever actor 1 is, this character will then will say hello character player 1. So let's say, we say next, we say preview, and there we go. So actor 1 is currently set as Reed in the database, which is the default setting. So she will say, hello Reed, and she's all happy. Okay, so once we've done that, we press close, and we say, okay, now it's set. Next up, we'll create a choice, so that once you interact with her, she gives you a choice. We double click the line underneath hello, we go to the show text option, and we write a question. So we once again change the face, we go to the face box over here, the face box, click on people 1, go to the old lady, select OK. So we go to the text field and we say, young lad, please rid us of the terrible beast in the cave to the east. Why not? Here we go. In the neighboring cave, same thing. So we say next, and then the name, we just keep this as same as earlier. We say it the same way. Make sure that that's the same command. Preview. There we go. Make an exclamation mark sound really desperate. Let me ask a question. Would you please rid us of the cave? Say OK. And then after this, we double click again on the contents and we select on choices. So show choices. And in choices, we say yes or no. So I'm going to say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Or either one of those two. So we say those, and we can choose the background position, the background color, the window position, the default choices. So yes is number 1 and 2 is number no. So we say, click on next, we say okay, and then you'll see that those are now options. You can describe what happens with each of these events once you've created it. So with yes, if yes, then something happens, or if no, then something else can happen. So for now, we're going to make balloon icons as explained by the tutorial, just to give an example of how this works. So with hell yeah, then we double click on the text and the open field underneath that bit. We go to the second tab, we click on show balloon icon at the bottom under the character section, and we select the character. We select it for this event because it's not for the whole player, it's just for if you say yes. If yes, we make it a heart. We say okay, and then we go to hell no. We double click, we create the balloon icon, we select for this event, and we make it a anger. We say okay, we apply, and we can also add the balloon icons and dialogues that go after them, but we don't need to do that right now. We'll do that in the next video. So we select OK, we save our game, we go over to the playtest button, which looks like the YouTube play button. Let's click on that, and it'll say the tutorial's been completed. So let's quickly move over to the game and see how it runs. Let's see if our options work. Okay, so now Potato Land is launching. Awesome. So we can continue where we left off last time, or we can start a new game. So we're just going to start a new game every time, because that way we can run it from scratch to see if everything works with the previous code in place and stuff like that. So first we run around. Also, something I didn't mention on the previous video is that you can use the up, down, left and right buttons and the spacebar button to interact. So it's completely interactive, like you can completely interact with the keyboard, and you can set hotkeys and so forth. You don't have to script the buttons to a certain animation. It'll automatically do that. It's very, very cool. So we talk to her and she'll say, "Hello, Reed." See, so there's the first bug we notice right over here. That has the space with the 0. So we'll figure that out. So the second time around it's fine, but the first time around it seems something's wrong. So she says, "Okay, young lad, would you please read us of the text?" So we see here that the text cut off. We'll fix that as well. Make it come down to the bottom. So we have a choice. Will we help her? We say, hell no. She's very angry. Oopsie. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's talk to her again. "Hello, Clarice." Yes, I will. She's so happy right now. Awesome. Okay, so that works. Let's close the game and let's fix her speech bubble and the text field. So we right click on her, we go to edit, click on it, and then where we see that there's an issue with her speaking, we hover over the 2 and then there's the problem. So I forgot the C in the first field. So we right click on that, we edit it, and here we'll see in the bottom her name. We forgot the C. We select OK, we apply, and then we go to the event and we right click on where she asks, sorry, not the event, we go up one. We go underneath the hello and we select on the part where Clarice says that, "Young lad, would you please rid us of the terrible beast?" So we right click on the text window, we edit, and here we see that it's cut off here. There's a line right through the middle. So we just select after the, press enter, we backspace, and then we just take away this part, comes a bit closer. Let's make this look a little bit more bolded, and we say okay. Let's apply, we say okay, and let's test it out. We save the change. So every time you select the launch, if you haven't saved it at the save icon, which looks like a floppy disk, save changes to the game. Yes. So we saved it to game, we launch it. Let's just continue from the last play. Select on the autosave. You'll see, so this time we'll come in here from the top because that's where it auto-saved. It saved the game when we came into town. So that's perfect. We just run down, she's still here, we talk to her, and there we go, the bug is gone. Her name is now in orange. "Hello, Reed. Young lad, would you please rid us of the terrible beast in the cave to the east?" Oh, I didn't mean to make that rhyme. Hee. So we say, hell yeah, she's happy. And so we haven't scripted an end to that, it'll keep doing that. So we'll do that for the next, we'll save that for the next video, where once you talk to her and she says, "Will you do it?" she doesn't say it again. So we'll say hell yeah, and we will close the game. And that's where I think I'll end this video. Thank you so much for coming by. It's been real fun. It's a really interesting video game design tool, you know, not highly detailed or anything like that, but lots of potential, and I'm very much looking forward to make a fully fledged video game. So hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for stopping by, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Away.